What is it like to grow up in poverty and foster care? Demon Copperhead, a novel by Barbara Kingsolver. This is an engaging novel depicting the social injustices of Appalachia, the exploitation of the poor, the opioid epidemic, and the problems with the foster care system. The story covers the childhood of Damon Fields, born from a young mother addicted to drugs with a low-paying job and who ends up marrying an abusive husband. Due to nicknames, Damon Fields becomes Demon Copperhead, and he ends up in foster care. One situation is better than the others, but in all cases, the foster parents were more concerned about their own issues rather than the child's. Fortunately, Demon has a kind personality. He's artistic, athletic, and intelligent. But are these enough to overcome societal pressures? Barbara Kingsolver does an incredible job of incorporating social issues in all of her books. Poverty in Appalachia is a great setting. The coal companies came into that area, buying up all the property, the houses, the land, keeping other businesses out so that those people would work for the coal companies. And it was good money. However, they got paid in tokens which could only be used at the company store where prices had been doubled, keeping those people in poverty. Barbara describes many factors contributing to the opioid epidemic, and that is quite complex. It does bring out the profit-seeking pharmaceutical companies who are targeting doctors who had more Medicaid patients. Foster care is supposed to be a temporary time in order to pull a child out of a harmful situation, in order to heal relationships and restabilize the home. However, being separated from family is very damaging emotionally and mentally. Half the time it is still done. These kids are going through so much stress at home, and when we pull them out and put them into a new situation, it's adding more stress. And often they release the stress through negative behavior, which affects school attendance, grades, educational opportunities, and the rest of their life. To be fair, the foster care system is overwhelmed, underfunded, has a high employee turnover rate, there's a shortage of foster homes, and half of foster parents quit the first year, most of the time because they're not fully informed about the child. So there's a lot of room for an improvement here. Barbara Kingsolver based this story on David Copperfield, written by Charles Dickens, and there are a lot of similarities. But I think it's a great modern perspective showing that many of these social injustices continue 175 years later. When I first began the book, the first chapter has some strong action and some strong language. But as I kept going, I appreciated Demon Copperhead's 9-year-old and 11-year-old comic descriptions. And it really showcased his personality, his creativity, and his intelligence. And thank goodness for the supportive people in Demon's life and in our lives. Kindness goes a long way, and you never know when you're making a difference in somebody's life. You may not be thanked now, but years later, you may be greatly appreciated. Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver is an excellent book. Thanks for watching, keep reading, and have a great week.